Hey, it looks like I'm live. I must be live. Uh welcome one and all, each and every one of you out there to Haiku Friday, December 1st, 2023. Yes, we have hit December and it actually snowed a little bit last night here. I'm excited. I've got new running sandals. I'm going to try using those in the snow this year. Why? Because, there's just not enough days in the week to fall down on your ass, right? I mean, why not? Why not? So we're going to do that. And you know what? I'll get you all caught up on stuff, but this is the reason for the season haikus. So let's do it. Now we have one today from Michael, who we've not heard from since forever. Uh, Michael, good to have you back. I hope that things are well. I think you live in a warmer clime, and enough with the pleasantries. Here we go, Michael. Weird science is fun. Lots of ologies in it. Lightning bolt letters. And that was in response to a picture I posted of myself reading um, from a Weird Science a comic book compilation. Trying to keep myself sharp, ready to enter the workforce again at any time. Keeping those synapses firing by reading comic books. And yes, do I count it towards my Goodreads total? You bet your ass I do. I do. I count it because it's thick. There's a lot of words, and the pictures help me draw better. All right. Thank you, Michael. Okay, now we've got a few from Max Q. Max Q has a new Poochie. She's very beautiful, very cool. Let's see. Here we go. Four-legged wild child. I'm not sure I can keep up with your energy. Now I had to you notice I did a little pause there because I was like, "Oh, I'm reading this as four-legged wild child, but is it four-legged?" So immediately I had to do the math because we need 5 syllables there. Yes, it was four-legged. Four-legged wild child. I don't know, just finish it again. Four-legged wild child. I'm not sure I can keep up with your energy. Thank you, Max Q. Second one from Max Q. I'm too old for this. Should stick to cats and old dogs. But in you is joy. And right on, Max Q. Uh, even though it's hard work, sometimes let's go for the joy, right? Thank you, Max Q. Now, Bill sent me one, and Bill said he was in the middle of a run and started feeling kind of down about the world. So this is a little bit of reflection about that. And for parents listening with their children, there is a a uh, it's the F word is in this one, but if you were like me as a parent, I told my kids, remember, kids, that kind of language is only used at home, not on the playground. Uh, so here's the one from Bill. Bright full moon looks down, watching Earth in disbelief. What the fuck? It thinks. Yeah, that moon, it does seem to have a personality. And every once in a while, I would imagine it is at least chagrined. Thank you, Bill, very much for that. Now, we are moving on to Rico san. All right. And kind of hate to, kind of like in a uh, downward slide as far as like affect, I guess. Um, Rico sans. Early winter funk. Somewhere the sun is shining, dusk like light all day. Now, I'm going to read that again because I didn't do the last line correctly. Early winter funk. Somewhere the sun is shining, Dusk like light all day. Okay, sorry about that. I do look at these things beforehand, but I don't write notes to myself. Um, so thank you, Rico-san. And I hear you. I mean, it's funny. The other day I was looking out, it was gray. I wouldn't call it, there had been fog, so there was a lot of frost on everything. Um, and I just I had to give it a look and say to myself, I kind of wish there was some snow. Ugh, I can't believe I said that. But something different on the horizon. Well, we got our inch of snow, just enough to make things slippery, right? Mm. All right, so we've got that going on. Okay, all right. So where are we at? It's mine now. A wintry mix, onslaught of snow, rain, ice, or Chex with nuts, butter. Yeah, I the wintry mix. That's something the news likes to say around here. Oh, we'll be enjoying a wintry mix. When they're not saying we're going to have a snow event, there's going to be an event called snow. Like right now, I'm having a breathing event and a digestion event. In case some of you are wondering what's going on with me. All right. So that concludes. Thank you for tuning in to Haiku Friday. And that concludes the formal portion of today's Haiku Friday. Uh, those who would like to stay tuned for the special platinum version of What's Going On with Me. Oh my gosh, you're in for a treat if you want to do that. If not, escape while you can. Let's go. All right. So I got some feedback on the last show. And I don't get a lot of feedback. So when I get it, I listen up. I listen up to what people have to say. And I did receive a report that somebody did not like the editing I did. So right now I'm doing this live. There's no retakes. Last week I did another one because I got a little positive feedback on that, where I actually had little music in the background and titles. Ooh, and transitions between scenes. Oh, it was beautiful. But somebody pointed out they really liked just the straightforward reading of the haikus, in that when you put music to the background, it kind of distracts. And I agree. And actually, this is a lot easier. I just do this, and if it's garbage, well, it's just garbage. I'll do it again next week, and hopefully it's better. Maybe it's worse. Maybe this will be a shining week of all the weeks, but I just go ahead and just keep doing it. And but so it's a little less work for me to do it this way. And I thought, you know what? They're right. They're right. There is no room for production values in this Haiku Friday. Um, yeah, maybe. I used to do the bongo music. People wanted bongos. I'd play bongos, but nobody's requested that. I don't know where the bongos are. I could find them. If you want bongo music, just say uh, with bongo music, and I'll do it. So that's it. That was the big news. Oh yeah. So I told you about my little health problem thing going on. So it's 3 weeks without drinking. I'd like to say I've lost a lot of weight. Gosh, I'm feeling better, sleeping better at night, all that stuff. But I'd be lying. I have really not noticed much of a difference. Uh, I do just keep gaining a little bit of weight. Sleeping about the same. I'm looking a little more sallow. Is that the word? I guess. Looking a little more tired from not drinking. I don't know. I don't know. But I'll have more of a definitive thing on the health stuff. And you know what? You don't need to know about this. You don't care. But all to say, doing good. What else? Oh, you know what? I'm not in any shows. I'm not in anything. No little shows, no nothing. I keep writing on the radio play. My painting, I finished a painting, which I'm not super happy with, but there's a point where you just go, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I didn't have a lot of enthusiasm for it. There were things I did technically that I liked in it. But And there's a little bit of a story in there, I suppose, and I like paintings that tell stories. Certainly nothing wacky about this painting. I wanted to use it as my Christmas card, which I will be using as my Christmas card, and I really wanted to put a crow in it, but I didn't because I thought, "Okay, this is too much." So I think my next painting is gonna be like a crow in the snow, maybe. And I'm still working on my statement about hydroelectric power. That's an exciting painting. That's going on, but I'm not in any shows. I was going to audition for Amadeus, but turns out we're not gonna be around for it, so and don't feel sorry for me because we're gonna be in a very nice place. So, but I thought I could land a role in that, but I need to get back out there and do some auditioning. Uh, you know, my soul hasn't been crushed lately, so let's do some soul crushing, shall we? Um, I kid because I love auditioning. It's fun, whether I get a role or not. It's fun to do. Speaking of plays, how I learned to drive this weekend. That's not how I learned to drive this weekend. Is not the name of the play. It's how I learned to drive. It's playing this weekend at Stage Left Theater, and you should all come and see it. The people who are in it, magnificent. And the actual venue, Stage Left, I must say, the best. So get your tickets. Just look it up. How I Learned to Drive, Stage Left Theater. Uh, I think you'll love it. It's a lot. Play with a lot of trigger warnings. I'm drawn to those. Hope you are too. Let's see. We're gonna go see To Kill a Mockingbird on Tuesday, and that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Uh, you know, my former name was John. I got called John Boy a lot growing up. Um, but uh, Richard Thomas, John Boy stars in this thing. So, and he looks really good. He is he doesn't look a whole lot different, at least the pictures of the show. Okay, so now things are getting worse because I'm going to talk to you about the holiday movies that Sarah and I have been watching. We try to throw one in, a couple a week, Hallmark type movies. I have to say they're inspirational to me. They're kind of like my next Plan 9 from outer space. Um, they are the B horror movies of the last 20 years, 30 years are these Hallmark type movies. These holiday romance movies are definitely they're the low grade horror movies of our time, and we all need to get on board. So I'm going to give a quick rundown of the four that we've seen with the special bonus one. Enchanted Christmas. That was a good one about a hotel person who works for a corporation, goes back to their hometown to get a hotel up and running, discovers love, rediscovers love, put it that way. Holiday Harmony. A singer in a van breaks down. She has to help them save the Christmas show. Mm, and there's a romance. Yes, there is. Okay, reporting for Christmas. It's about a reporter who's sent to a factory to discuss the anniversary of the founding of the factory and these toys called mistletoe. It's probably the worst one, I think, but I enjoyed it the most. These toys were called mistletoads. They were a toad, a Christmas toad, stuffed animal. Uh, Wonderful. Reporting for Christmas. And then we just saw one last night, which was inexplicable in a lot of ways, called Christmas at the Drive-In. For those of you, and so it's just like it sounds. A drive-in is going to be torn down. Somebody steps up, tension, love, old flames. A lot of these folks are old flames that are rekindled, high school flames. Um, Makes me every time I watch one, I'm making the movie in my head. I'm making the movie. I'm writing the script. So for those of you who liked Plan 9, and you're looking for something similar, I cannot recommend. I have except for the acting, the acting, I love these actors. They get this part, they're in a movie. God, I would be in a heartbeat, I would be in one of these movies. I mean, and they do a good job. They do a good job. But it's just that you can tell they write these things as fast as possible and get them out there as fast as possible. It's just like the B movies of the 50s, horror movies. It's about making a buck as quick as you can. And there is artistry in that. So, um, those were some good ones. I will keep you apprised. I'll keep you apprised of what we're watching. One movie we watched that was not a holiday one, but it was called A Christmas Karen, and it was great. It was a retelling of A Christmas Carol, but with a Karen type character instead of Ebenezer Scrooge, and it was really good. And the acting in that was awesome. It was awesome. So please, please, please indulge yourself if you're looking for something like that. And you know what? I have to admit, it's snowy. They're always drinking cocoa with way too many marshmallows with a straw. And they always wake up in the middle of the night with full blown makeup. I mean, it's just in the snow, frost, it gets you in the spirit, gets you in the spirit and satisfies your Plan 9 needs. So please tune in to one of these movies. So that concludes this long-winded Haiku Friday. I hope it finds you well. I hope you have a great week. These years as you get older, like they told me when I was a kid, oh, the time's gonna fly so quickly when you get old. Well, it does. So I will see you, and it'll soon be Christmas again. Yes. So have a great day. Uh, Take care of yourself. Don't slip and fall. Um, don't take candy from strangers. I don't know, all that stuff. Thanks, you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.